So there's been some comments about how do you actually stay cool during your aesthetic procedures or treatments with your clients. Like, yo, my office building shuts down on the weekend and the AC is off, or I gotta pay an extra charge just to have the AC turned back on. Oh yeah, trust me, I've been there, done that. My office building that I was in, I had to pay an extra 112 or something like that, or 116 for that weekend per day, just for to have the air conditioning pumped through my room, which is horrible, but that's how they got extra money from everybody. So to save money for businesses, just like in the office park we're in right now, or medical, yeah, they're gonna actually price gouge you and say you gotta pay extra for running the air conditioning even on the weekends. So how do you stay cool? I normally have my little neck fan. I got this about 2 months ago. Actually, I had like a portable fan or a regular stand fan, but this one actually hits the neck. You got to turn it inward, so it hits your face. There's different speeds on it. Oh, where's my little button? Oh, it's on this side, and it goes faster. So it's 3 different speeds to keep yourself nice and cool. But if you're cool and your client isn't cool, then at least you can put it around your client's neck if they choose to, or you can just, and then they can feel it. See how the hair's blowing? Yep, she feels it. So in the room, you have to overcome any obstacles, coming your way. Or you can just have like your little portable fan. But this one only blows so hard for chemical peel, it's good for, but anything else, not really. So you can use either one. Or just pay the price and pay for extra air conditioning. Other than that, the last question I had on a comment from YouTube, someone said, hey, what do I do to cover my face in outside if I don't want to wear like a regular cotton mask? What do I do for eye protection in my face? So when people get crow's feet on the side of their face, or wrinkles on the forehead, crow's feet, or Gucci bags underneath, then you need to protect yourself. And if you put some sort of eye cream, which we're gonna put on right now because we have some right here. So your eye cream is always like a protectant for underneath the eye and over the eye, upper eyelid, lower eyelid. So that's where you get saturated with the eye cream so it can actually stay nice and dewy and glossy and hydrated. If you don't put anything there and you go out to the sun, yeah, the first thing that hits or strips from our face is the eye area. Second would be neck area. This is the thinnest skin in the whole entire body, eyes and neck. So you definitely want to put some sort of sunscreen right here on the neck and the face, but you can always add in a nice eye cream. So you dab it on the finger. You only need a little bit right underneath. And it's nice and silky, it's smooth. Put some on the top. And this is hydration for those corners, those corner areas that rarely get sunscreen or moisturizer on the top of the eyelids, protection. And that's your eye cream, pretty much. We're gonna do the other eye. You only need a little bit. You put too much, it's silky. It's like, wait a minute, whoa, why does my eye look like it's watery, like it's crying? And you're not, it's just you put too much. Less is best. Don't get it too far in the corner of the eye, because once this gets in your eye, any product gets in your eye, it's going to sting or burn. Just go slow. Now, if you want to hydrate the eyelashes, I wouldn't use this. Use eyelash moisturizer and all that good stuff, or just oil over the eyelashes to keep them nice and hydrated as well. So you put down your eye cream. You can put on your sunscreen if you want to. Sunscreen, that much. That's all you need. This is why. Dab, 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 dab. Even that's too much on my finger, so I'm gonna put that back in. This is all you need. You're about to see. And the reason why we only put on little dabs because it shows a white film, which is your titanium oxide or your zinc oxide as well. So you can have either one, but the one that keeps it white like that is titanium oxide. So you ever see like the old school 80s movies where somebody had like the white note, you know, right, that's the titanium. It kept that sun out so you didn't get burnt on the nose and it was uncomfortable. But it left that nasty white film where you didn't want to look like a clown at the beach, but it did protect you. So as you can see for hers, it went on nice and perfectly. You don't need a lot, but you can still see the white film. That's why you got to work it into the skin. So some people say, hey, the white's not going away. No, you have to work it into the skin. That's the way it works. And see how vigorously I put it into the skin? Right, because that film will stay there. I mean, yes, it's translucent a little bit, but you want to make sure you work it fuck in there, like for real. Especially the nose. Now, if you actually put somebody into a woods lamp, basically. I know we don't use woods lamps anymore, but I mean, it's old school, but the woods lamp will actually show you your sun protectant factors, if it's working or not. If it was orange, if it's blue, if it's red, if it's clear, blue, you know, dark blue, light blue means you're hydrated, brown meaning you're dehydrated, red meaning you're inflamed, purple, something else, I forget what purple stood for, but there's all types of different colors for that type of woods lamp. So that woods lamp will show you that her face would actually be brown, if not black. Black meaning it's blocking out all the UVA, UVC, or UVB and UVC rays. That's not a bad thing. Some people, oh my God, your face it's blocking out the fucking sun. Like, yo, yes, it's supposed to be dark. It's supposed to be either dark brown or dark black. Or dark black. Black is black. But see how it's nice and worked into the skin? She's not shining like a ghost. If you have the ghost caked up face, you haven't worked it into the body well. So just make sure you take care of your face with sunscreen. Eye protectant. Without sunscreen, you're on the beach, you're out there living it up, you know, y'all doing something, barbecuing, whatnot. You put on your glasses. So the first pair of glasses we put on, we just right on the sides. Just let your client know it's coming on in. And if they're on wrong, just let me know. And so see, she said, I know it's crazy. I know I don't put glasses on somebody's head. I'm just showing you guys your options. These will protect front side of your face, but if you look at the side, yeah, the sun's gonna penetrate and still attack the crow's feet. So if you want to look cute and look good at the beach, yes, oh man, she's a stunner, she's looking great, don't get me wrong, I'm like, yo, who's that? Okay, but that's one thing if you're trying to attract attention. But if you're trying to protect your face, don't try to look cute. Don't think you're cute all the time. Like, come on now, stop playing. So these are nice though, and these are more like a mid-range, so they have a wraparound. So the wraparounds will protect the side a little bit, but not totally. So she's the boss of the beach. She's out there, you know, doing her thing. Put on the glasses, right on the nose. That should be about right. So yes, these do wrap around towards the side, but not totally. Because see right here, you still have the pathway to the crow's feet. But these are better than these. These are when you're diva, you walking on the beach and all that good stuff. But these are much better. These are nice. So better protection. These are the full wraparounds, because see how this one stops a little bit even though they're bigger. So better protection long ways. This has more wrap around the face, but not too much long ways protection for upper eyebrows. But they're still nice. So see how the block right here? So then yes, it blocks the side of that crow's feet. Just a little bit, but it does. Let's put them on. Oh yeah, see these are not, man, good grief. I mean, they go all the way down. Damn, I put them on wrong. But anyway, let's just say, yeah, these are sharp. I'm not gonna lie, like, damn, I like these. Only thing is because of the designer. I wish this would have been a full block, because then yes, that would block out the crow's feet. You want to protect your face. But these are sharp. These are really, really nice. Like, Jesus God, look, you see? So these would be like my first choice right now, or maybe a second. Let's go on to the next ones. These have a bigger lens at the bottom. They bow down. The ones that just came off the face are angled to the face. These are like more protecting the Gucci bags. That's why these like aviator glasses. The reason why aviator glasses had that little lip is for pilots. When pilots, when they're actually flying, let's just say, for instance, when they take their visors off, the visor protects everything about their face. If you look at it, they've done research with this since the dawn of time, since NASA been flying, or whoever. That's a visor. Sometimes that thing gets hot, it gets humid, you smelling your own breath under that mask, you need fresh air, so they'll take up the visor. But in the air up there, that sun is beaming crazy, so if you even look at the sun, you get blinded. So aviator glasses, I'll say at least put your glasses on if you're gonna take off your visor. And so you can put them on, you're just traveling. You're supposed to have your visor down at all times, yes, but some of the pilots don't. And airplanes, if you're flying around, yeah, that's why they have aviators, so they can protect your Gucci bags. This is where fatigue sets in. The corner of the eye to the bags down here, you're gonna wanna go to sleep if that's not protected. Have you ever looked at a screen, computer screen, your tear ducts, you start to pinch your inner side of your eyes like this, like, oh my God, I have a headache. No, that's just your eyes. You need some sleep. You need to get away from that blue light. Same thing, that's why aviator glasses protects that lip area. I know, history lessons, message. Anyway, we're going right on. Oh yeah, yeah, see it, right, that full protection underneath. Oh man, if you have a nose job, rhinoplasty, I would probably pick these. The other ones, not so much because they don't come down that low. Well, these did, they were bigger, but these are awesome, these are nice. Just two more. Now, if you just want, like I said, evening time, the sun is down, it's not even 6 o'clock, or probably closer to 6 o'clock. Oh, you're fine. You can be a diva. You can look cute. These are the ones that you can wear it anytime after a certain time that the sun is down. So see, they're nice, but they don't really protect. They go right through. These are, oh Lord, polarized. Okay, so these aren't polarized. All the other ones were polarized, meaning that even if you look directly at the sun, you'll squint a tiny, tiny bit. Even the best polarized glasses, if that sun is direct sunlight at 11 o'clock, noon, 1 o'clock, and you're still looking at it even through those glasses, you're gonna squint a little bit after a while. But you can at least look at it. These are not polarized. Polarized meaning that that sun, as soon as you look up at it, it's full spectrum into your eyes. You can be squinting. So these are just cute, good looking glasses. If the sun is down, lowered, like I said, past 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, you're doing good. You can wear something like this and be protected. You're okay. It's just polarized protects you from at least 70, 80, sometimes 90% of the sun's rays. Okay. And then lastly, if you want the full protection, you're going out to a party or club or something during COVID, you need protection. Like, come on now, I know you got your shot and everything, but you put the whole Baroness mask on, just like this is what the Baroness would wear in G.I. Joe or something like that. Yeah. And then you put that on, hopefully it doesn't, okay, Jesus. So this is the full coverage, and it does have polarized just at I think 40 to 50%. It's not high polarization because you would have to see through it. I wouldn't drive with this on because it does block out the sun a little bit to where you might think you're driving at night. Be careful. This is just for in public. You don't want nobody to notice you. You want to be secret, agent, whatever, Baroness, then you're good to go. All right? Thank you guys for watching. I don't know why I said it like that at the end. Am I pulling? What? Is it caught? No, Alex. Oh no. Is it? Alex, I appreciate you. I'm going to wrap up everything. And we can all get something to eat now and go home to sleep.